So here it is after the scraping with this here blade. Basically you just go up and down in this sort of motion until everything's gone. Also it's taken away the Les Paul and Gibson logo, but I've got 2 new ones on order. Gotten rid of that filth, finally. Just debating now whether to put a new nut on it. I've got a bone nut hiding away somewhere, so that's very tempting. So I've decided I'm going to put a new nut on there, so which means I've got to take this one out. If Gibson had been clever, then there should be nothing really holding this in. In fact, what I'm going to do, what I'm doing is taking a knife just down there and down here, just to break that surface. There we go. That is out. Well, not out, but released. Now, sadly, I've broken the nut just there. But that's no problem because that is just a plastic nut. Nothing special about this one, apart from how dirty it is. So now, in here, we have a lovely new nut slot ready to go in. I've just made a decision that I'm going to take the paint off the back of the neck. I did this with another Les Paul studio of a friend's, and I took the paint off the back and off the sides here because it was all knackered. And it looks awesome. I'll see if I can get some pictures for you. I'm going to be doing this by using this blade again. As you can see, I've already started, and I have already, ta-da, hit the wood. So the way I'm going to do this is just, I'm applying no pressure really. I'm just sliding it up and down the neck, and I'm not going in the same place. I'm going over the curvature of the neck. I don't want to create any flat points. But just there, I've really only been working on it for a minute, and you can see, not even a minute, 20 seconds, you can see how thin that poly is, because there's the wood coming through right there. And that is going to look gorgeous. It's at these points you see the difference between a Les Paul from Gibson and a Les Paul from Epiphone. I did this on an Epiphone once, and there is a good 2mm of poly, like a clear filler between this paint and lacquer and the wood, and it's an absolute pain in the neck to try and get off. The lacquer is a lot thicker in this area, so this is taking some scraping right now. Whew. Okay, so I've broken through this area. Really important that when you break through to the wood on an area, you move on to a different area. So you're never doing the same area all the time, because you don't want to take that wood away. There's some little bits of wood here in the scrapings. That's nothing to worry about because the whole neck's going to get sanded. See? Okay. Okay, as you're getting closer to the body, it's important that you put some masking tape on it, just to protect this body. I'm going to be going as far as the body, but not actually onto the body. Not yet, anyway. Time for another tool. I have here a heat gun, which I use for soldering. But I can also use it to slightly soften up this paint around here. So I can adjust the amount of air, and I can adjust the heat. Now you may be wondering what I'm going to do here. I've seen many designs where it goes down in like a V here, but I actually prefer the back of the headstock completely naked. So I'm going to take all the poly off, all of here. The sides here, the only thing that's going to have paint on is this front plate here. That's going to be black. This is going to be au naturel. Here we go. Oh, it's the best bit yet. Oh, yes, indeed. Yes. I've just had my friend. Whoa, Mama! Don't drop it on the heat gun. Just had my Facebook friend Josh Wood send me a message. But I've decided not to read it, Josh Wood, because I'm making this video. And I'm pretty sure that you're going to be watching this video when it's on YouTube. So, hello, I'm sorry for being super rude, but I am repairing this guitar. Now you can see the serial number is preserved under there. I bet you thought I'd lost it, didn't you? No. So, dust mask off and glasses on. Time to hit the sack and continue at some point later this time than date. Too tired to talk. Bye bye. Here it is. Looking pretty scuffed up. Also haven't quite finished here where the neck meets the body, but that needs to be done with sandpaper and this X-Acto knife. So the bench looks rather odd right now, mainly because last night when I was working on the guitar I panicked and I thought the truss rod was broken. It is not. I was putting the nut on and no matter what I did, the nut would not tighten any further. I have managed to get the neck straight. I can't believe it. Yeah, it was a pig of a job. So with those clamps and with this, rather than the tool that I bought not long ago, albeit a cheap tool, there it is, it's rubbish. It just slips around in there and it's not even been cut properly. So I'm going to bin that and make sure I don't lose this one, because that's a very nice little tool. Okay, time to scrape the fretboard. If you remember back in the first video, this guitar was absolutely stinking. And what I'm going to do is clean it thusly. And that is nice and smooth now. It was kind of greasy before, and now it's a bit like, see, it's kind of glassy. Alcohol. I don't want other people's dirt on me. Well, it's on me, but it's going to come off. Ah, cut in the hand. So, yeah. I'm going to now do the frets. So, let's have a little look at them, see how they are. So if you hear any of this knocking, it means the middle fret is too high. Okay. Let's take it again. Let's check it out. Lovely. Shockingly, underneath all that dirt, there is a fretboard, frets, and even fret markers. I've cleaned it all up. I've done sanding and fretwork and all sorts of polishing, and it's now really, really shiny. I'll give it a final shine later on before I put the strings on. But here's a little look. It is considerably better than it was, and all the frets are now leveled and polished and smooth and shiny and slippery. Very, very happy. I didn't film that because there are thousands of videos probably, in fact 2,000 videos on YouTube on how to do fretwork, Maybe I'll do one in the future, but right now you don't need me waffling on about it. Moving on, I've made a big decision. I was talking to my friend Josh, and he really suggested that I change the hardware from black, and everything was black, including the tuning pegs, to chrome. And I just happen to have in front of me my favourite pickups in the world for a Les Paul, the Classic 57 and the Classic 57 Plus. And I think he's right, so I'm going to do it. Which means I need to take these posts out, and I'm going to change these again to cream, maybe, not sure about that yet. And in there are going to go the Classic 57s. So, here's what I'm going to do. You need to take these posts out. Hang on, let's move the other camera. So here is the post, just here and here. I've already started taking this one out because I've devised a method, a really quick method on how to do it without damaging anything. I did a video on this on my channel recently. No, I did do a video on this once on my channel. I found an even quicker way. I have here a spanner. Really important that the spanner part fits over a bushing there. So that bushing can come through. I have to put the GoPro down now. Then what you need is a bolt that fits the bushing. I need 2 washers because the head's so small. And then you put 2 washers on like this, so that can't pull through. Then you take your spanner, you screw your bolt down in, then with a screwdriver, and what's going to happen, it's going to lift that up out of the guitar. There we go, it's come out, and through the spanner, there it is. And there is no damage done whatsoever to the guitar. There we go. So I'll just close up on that. There's the bushing come out. There's this mark here, that's from the bushing itself. There's no damage on the guitar from the spanner or wrench. And there's our little bit. Cool, huh? Time to desolder everything. Starting with you. There's our switch. Looks okay. Feels nice. Nice and springy still. I might still use that. But I have a Switchcraft one hiding away somewhere. Dirty. One, 2, 3, 4. Wowee. So this is the broken plate. Where is it there? That I know I have another one of somewhere. And that's some dirt in there. But we'll worry about the dirt in a moment. Out slide the pickup. And I'm going to write on there a big N at LP95 and another bridge. Okay, now just this dog nugget plate. Ha-ha! There she blows. Okay, so that's I'm an Idiot part 1. Of course there's a bridge wire there because that's how it's grounded. So I've just snipped, it's come out, after snipping the ground wire, it's come out quite easily. Really dirty and rusty. Can you see the rust on there? Genuinely don't know where this guitar's been, but it has not been in a hermetically sealed chamber, that's for sure. Okay, now that I've got the guitar completely naked, well, save for these bushings here, but I don't need to remove those, I'm going to give her a clean with some sandpaper and some water. That's the end of part 2 in this series. Part 3 will be with you next week, or if this is in the future, then it's here on the screen flying around somewhere. As I have you here, please like and subscribe and do all that stuff and leave me some comments below. Also, I've got a Patreon now, so if you want to support the channel you can. Thank you for watching. Flying around your screen are videos and buttons to press. Please do so, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.